deep dive into this and understand what exactly the situation is. On the broadcast, I'm joined by Colonel Dinny, he's a defense expert. I'm also joined by Manju Sharma, Senior University Guidance Counselor at the B.D. Somani International School. Good evening, namaskar to both of you. Welcome to Mirror Now. Let me start with you, Manju Sharma ji. There are several reasons that have been attributed to the reason why, the situation that Indians are there in. One of them is the fact that they have been duped by agents. They were offered jobs, jobs that offered them good money. But when they reached there, that was not the case. They were forced to fight for the Russian army. Have you seen such cases as well? And how much of it is genuine and how much of it is actually fake?
I would say that both sort of cases are there. And in that case, it is very important that when we are reaching to any agent, first of all, we need to understand whether the agent itself is a fake or is an approved agency by Ministry of External Affairs. They get their license, they get the number, and one should check on the website whether they have that. And if the agent has that license and the number, it would be displayed in their website, and it will be displayed in their offices also. So it is very necessary to check that. And if you receive any email, check the email ID is proper or not. Never go with any WhatsApp messages or any forward messages. And also, if you are paying money, then how much money are you paying? Is it really a money where you think that it is good return on investment? If this is a too much money, if the transaction is in cash, then of course it is actually giving the red flags in the beginning itself. So it is very important that we should check Ministry of Labor and Statistics, Employment Statistics, Labor Bureau. These are very important things to consider before even taking the first step.
And these are perhaps the small things that we miss out on. And there is, of course, one of the names that has been floating around is also of a YouTuber who used to make vlogs and offered that kind of, job and money to the Indians who are there. But that, of course, is for the authorities to probe into. But Colonel Dinny, let me come to you and understand from you what these Indians might be going through there. If we go by their claims, they've been duped. And now they went as helpers in the Russian army. First, help us understand what would that mean. And then they were forced into a battlefield on behalf of a country they're not even citizens of.
Ma'am, first of all, the fact that they have been hired for so-called army helpers. So the thing which they were told was they were not supposed to go into combat, but they were supposed to do some ordinary jobs. For example, clearing a building which has been demolished, or to look after the armory, or to give some logistics support in the same form of some rations being carried and such like things. So it was basically in support of the combat operations. That was the premise in which most of the people was called for. When they were joining, they knew that they were going into some of them at least knew that they were going into the Russian army, but it was as a support system or as a support staff, not into combat zone. The moment they started training in AK-47 and handling of weapons and ammunition, and once they were pushed into the combat zone, that is the time they realized the enormity of the situation and actually what they were going through. And there, I must say, ma'am, that they would have probably, been under severe physical strain as well as mental strain. The fact is because they are not tuned to be fighting as a trained army soldier, no matter which country. So here, a person goes as part of a job, that too in a totally different country, with absolutely no cultural affinity or cultural similarity. It's a totally different country. The climate is different, and then he's sent into the most live combat zone today in the world. So there he's pushed to it. So I think I really feel sorry for those people who have been there, and because it's a tough place for ordinary or the standard combat soldiers. And here you have people who have not been trained, people who have no kind of motivation to fight that war, and they do not know how to come back. So I think it's a terrible, terrible situation for those boys who have got stuck there, man.